What is going on, my fellow Americans? It's your boy, Anth Predicts, and I'm back. In the first part, I tried to do an Obama accent, and it did not go well. Anyway, I'm back. I'm doing an updated Senate prediction video because a lot has changed over the past few days. Judge Kavanaugh got confirmed. As of today, Nikki Haley is resigning from the UN ambassador. Now, Nikki Haley isn't going to really affect the Senate map too much, but Judge Kavanaugh will, and I'll get into that. So, I'm going to start using 270 to win, going from East Coast to West Coast, filling in the safe states, and then go down to the toss-up states after that. So, I'll start with the safe Democrats. So, this hasn't changed much. Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, New York. Pennsylvania, I would say, is in the safe column, along with Michigan and Minnesota's regular. Let's see. New Mexico is, Hawaii, California, and Washington. They're all in the safe Democratic column. On the Republican side, now I'm going from west to east, is Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, Mississippi. Alright, and now we're going on to the likely states. Excuse me, for some reason my voice is not. So in the likely states, the Democrats have New Jersey, Virginia, Ohio, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and I think that's it. In the likely Dem states. As long as I'm not leaving any out. No, yeah, that's good. And now in the likely Republican states, they have Mississippi, and I'm gonna put two more states in. So first I'm gonna put Texas in. And now this is gonna be a bit of a surprise. I'm putting North Dakota in the lean Republican category now. There's been two polls that show Kevin Cramer up by 10 and 11. I think while this race will still be close, I don't know if it's gonna be that as close. There's gonna be a blowout by 10%, but it's definitely, I think it's in Kevin Cramer's favor. So for now, that goes in the likely Republican column. All right. So now, the question is, there we go. That was weird. So now the question is, 49 Republicans, 43 Democrats. Where do we go from here? Well, West Virginia, I think that's pretty easy. West Virginia is in the Democratic column now, more so than before because Joe Manchin voted to help confirm Judge Kavanaugh. That's definitely going to help out, and I think that's borderline lean to likely category for Joe Manchin now. And now the rest of the map gets interesting because a lot of these states that were trending Democratic, I think are now starting to trend towards the Republicans because a lot of the Democratic senators in these states didn't vote for Judge Kavanaugh, and I think that's going to help energize the Republicans in that state. Now, that being said, in the state of Montana, it's close. Still in the tilt Democratic column, though. There hasn't been any data given yet that would make me flip my mind on that one. I just saw a poll out of today out of the state of Nevada. For the first time, I believe, might have been the first poll since Trump spoke for him, and also the first poll since Judge Kavanaugh got confirmed. It has Dean Heller up 2 points. While technically that's in the margin of error, a lot of these polls are. For the first time in a while, I'm flipping Nevada back to the tilt GOP category. It's weird. I haven't seen this literally since like February, and we're in October now. But right now I'm giving Nevada back to Dean Heller because of the incumbents leading, who's not usually popular. But if he's starting to come back, then this could be signs of something. Arizona's a state I think will bounce back to the GOP column. And I could see that happening by maybe next week. I just don't see it yet. I think Arizona will bounce back eventually, but for now I'm leaving in the tilt Democrat column until more data comes out. Missouri, I pretty much made my case for last time and in my YouTube video. Again, if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. So, I'm not going to go into it too much, but Claire McCaskill voted no. Josh Hawley was a big proponent for Judge Kavanaugh, and I think that the people of Missouri really want Kavanaugh confirmed, so I think Missouri will go to Josh Hawley. Probably less than 5% in that race. So now we're down to the three states that I was having a hard time about last time. And boy, have things changed. For one thing is Tennessee, finally more data came out. Marsha Blackburn up 8. So that one's going in the lean GOP category. The problem was last time it was very close and there wasn't that much new data. Some more data came out, so that fixes that problem. Indiana and Arizona are kind of in the same boat where I feel like they might be trending Republican, but the poll just hasn't come out yet, so we're trying to anticipate the poll. But I think Indiana more so than Arizona is trending in the Republican direction. So I'm putting Indiana in the tilt GOP column. Now we come down to Florida, where actually I just was, and Florida is still interesting. Florida is still kind of hard to say. It's still definitely a toss-up race. I think the most recent poll is 47-47. And I know this is going to be kind of hard to word properly, but a hurricane's about to hit Florida. My honestly hopes and prayers go out to everyone. But as we've seen politically, hurricanes have really kind of shaped candidates and shaped things that's go on. And I'm not saying there's a correlation, but Rick Scott's approval rating went up after the last hurricane and the way he handled it and helped people. I think that might happen again the same way. So I think Florida will go in the lean or tilt GOP column. I'm not trying to use a hurricane for political purposes or anything, but I'm just saying, based off the results of last time, that's what happened. So, to basically summarize what's changed after Kavanaugh getting confirmed is the state map has gone a lot more Republican. It's putting some toss-up states or lean Democratic states into the tilt Democratic states or toss-up column, or in the case of Florida and Indiana and Nevada, moved them from the Democrat column to the tilt Republican column. And Arizona is still technically in the tilt Democrat column for now, but I'm kind of tempted. You know what? I'm going to do it. Arizona, I'm saying there hasn't been a poll out yet, but I have a feeling the poll is going to be coming soon. I think Arizona tilts back in the tilt Republican column. I think Arizona will tilt back. There'll be a poll showing Martha McSally ahead. That'll give the Republicans 55 seats, the Democrats having 45. So I made this map on 270towin.com. So if you want to make a map just like this, go check out the websites. I've been using it for a few years. So yeah, drastic changes. Already mentioned how some Democratic states are flipping back to the GOP. And for the GOP, even if they lose states like Nevada or Arizona, and I don't think they will now, but Tennessee also, with GOP incumbents, keep an eye on Montana. Because even though Jon Tester is relatively well liked there, Matt Rosendale's a Republican in Montana, and the people of Montana are also very mad that Jon Tester voted no on Judge Kavanaugh. So that could change too. Florida, I don't think that has that big of an impact. Judge Kavanaugh doesn't play that big of a factor in Florida as it would in, say, Missouri or Texas or something like that. That's why Florida, I don't think really will be kind of swayed one way or another based off the vote of Kavanaugh. It might a little bit, but not too much. Anyway, that is an updated, up-to-date Senate prediction video. I'm going to try to get one of these out every single week because a lot of polls keep coming out and it keeps changing back and forth, so I'm trying to keep it as updated as possible. So, final tally, 55 Republicans, 45 Democrats. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.